Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back. So, Saturday morning again, and it was a late night. Okay, so today's episode, we are doing a spray out on the car, right? So, this is one of the three ISs, and between the three ISs and Shadowlines that we had in the glass bay, in the preparation bay, preparation studio. Give it a fancy term. Got no mic on today, so audio should be good, but if it isn't, I apologize. It's a Saturday. You can see how I look. Okay, so one of those cars, remember, we've got Dolphin Metallic Grey in there. We've got a Ice White, and we've got a car that was originally white, sprayed black. And then the owner chose, or wants, all these cars are silver, right? So we made a decision and we said we're going to go through and paint that car Polaris Silver. So it is a Shadowline with an MTech 2 kit on it. It's actually a very nice car. I would call it a survivor car. That's how it started off. So it started off as a blowover. Not a blowover, you know we don't do blowovers. So it started off as a respray car. At least on this car here, I didn't strip out and dig in because it was a dog of a car. For a change, I only started stripping out because I wanted to tackle more and just try and get the change of color. Remember, we're doing a change of color here, so you can't just mask out and blank off certain areas and try and cover. It just doesn't work out, right? And you're gonna see it if you're trying to go for the look we're trying to achieve. If you're trying to go for the look we're trying to achieve, it's not gonna work out. So again, started off, I stripped out the windows, stripped out these, stripped out die, and we made a decision. I still done the video on it, and you guys would have remembered that the motor was in the car. I'll try and see if I got a video of it or a picture of it that I can put up, but the motor was still in the car and we left it in. And then we just made a decision to say, not strip out. The only way we're gonna get it looking good and basically cover all the corners is to do a complete strip out on the car. So currently we've got the rear suspension in, but we've made a decision to do what we're calling a sympathetic restoration. So sympathetic restoration, meaning that it's not a car that is a dog that needs a full restoration like our full restorations, right? This car didn't need a restoration, but we're doing a dress up on it. We're neatening up. Obviously, we're going to see if something needs to be replaced on the suspension that we could have missed. We're replacing that. So we were in the booth till about 11 o'clock again last night. But our goal was to have it painted because this coming week, I think we got Dolphin Metallic Grey. So, and I know that customers excited and eager for that car, and we're all excited for that actually because the bodywork is on point. And if you see the bodywork on this car now that I'm going to show you now, you'll understand how that car is going to come out. And you know, Polaris Silver was actually very excited to get this color painted. Atul was also eager, and I think he only started spraying yesterday. I think he only got into the booth at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, right? And you know the story with Atul. It's trying to get into the booth, and anyway, we got in at 4 o'clock, and you don't want to hear anything. He is painting, and once he starts off like that, he starts off like that. But we were excited to see how this specific color is going to come out because it's the first time we're actually spraying a Polaris Silver with our special clear coat, right? So we've done the previous colors. We've done henna red, brilliant red. We've done the orange. We've done diamond blacks. We've done Dolphin Metallic Grey as well. We've done the Era Silver was still painted with the other colors, but we've done a lot of reds, if you guys remember. We've done white, the ice white as well. So we got to know how those colors come out, and we know that on the Dolphin Metallic Greys, on the brilliant reds, right? That clear coat just pops. That clear coat is something else. This time around we went for Polaris Silver, and you guys can see it in the background there. But I'm gonna go through the car with you. So let's go for it. So I know it's a repetition of videos because we're painting, but I'm also excited to show you guys. We are trying things different. You guys know that we try every week, or not every week, every paint job, something is done differently. It has to be done differently. And we change again on the blocking. This is a different cycle of blocking. So I showed you guys on these guys here from metalwork. I showed you onto blocking. We went through. No, I didn't show you on this blocking here, but it was the same procedure as that. The 2 red ISs and the 1 black one. Let's go for it now. Let's check it out. Okay. Look at this. Look at this. So the lighting on the phone is again. My camera is a bit different. So today's round I'm using my phone. Look at this. Look at this line, guys. You're telling me you cannot tell me that you can't see the sharpness on this line. And this is blocking and trying to get this here straight and fighting with the guys, basically, because when I say fighting with the guys, you're fighting in a sense of, and you're trying to strive for perfection, right, on waves. And look at this. Look at this. So I've always shown you guys angles, right? Different angles, and I'm gonna show you again. Look at this corner, look at this crevice. This is clean, right? This is clean. It's sharp. The definition is in there. Look at this. This is nice, man. Yeah. This is on silver. Right, the definition is in there, and this is, I always tell you guys that we try and get these corners so nice and clean. We got a little bit of a nick that we're gonna polish out there. You can't even see it on camera. But this is the definition I'd like to go for. So this is a dust bloody nick, yeah, man. You know, no matter how much you can clean this booth out, right, you're always gonna have a nick. So, but look at this. It's nice, sharp detail. Look at this. Right, the line is good, and you know it's the nice part. There's no covering up on this here. I always explain to you guys about these corners here, where these, although there's grommets going in and they're covered, but it's detailed out, man. Right. Okay. The nice part is I can go to the opposite side, and I can show you the same thing. Right. If you look at the definition of the line, look how sharp that line is, guys. Remember something, these cars are repainted, they're restored, so as much as we need to get them back to factory condition, if we are able to, look at this, look at this, okay, this, I've got a flutter, man, I've got a frame rate flutter, right. We've got peel on the car, we want peel on the car, there's dust spots here, man, there's one, there's dust. But they can be nipped out because it's on the clear. But because we're striving for perfection all the time, Atul, you know Atul's signature always has one small run. But I mean, you get so into it, and it's a run is always gonna be there. But there's only one run on the car. It's minimized. Look at this. Okay. Do you know what I'm saying? So there's consistency throughout the panels. There's consistency, and now picture the kit on this car again. The kit put back onto this car. Look at this. This is, I always explain to you about the corners, right? And it's a pet hate that I have if it's built up on the corners, and this is cleaned out nicely. Bonnet. I think we've really got the waves dialed out, right? We've really got the waves dialed out, and you know what? I was so stupid on this specific, or from this guy here. We were supposed to. Let me go to the front fender for you. Okay, before I say what I was gonna say, let's just go through the doors. Slight run here, but this is on the clear. We can pull that out. Right. But this is how far we got to get into the doors. So we stripped everything out, window mechanisms out, all the handles out. You can see. And this is why we chose to go that way. So our next phase on the car will be, again, engine bay, interior, boot. And we made a decision now, again, yesterday. We're going to pull the whole body harness out of the car so we can get a cleaner look through the engine bay. I'm pulling the dashboard out now. Pulling the roofline out. I'm going basically full Monty with the car now. So the reason we're doing it is not because the car needs it. It's just to get a nice cleaner look. We are there, and we can put back together nicely. So remember I was telling you, no, two things I want to tell you. Is one is, it doesn't mean that because we're trying to get the car back to factory standard that we have to make the same, when I call it a floor, that the factory is made, right? Like the definition on this here is a little bit sharper than factory, but for me, this is a defining factor, because you can see the definition of a E30 curvature, you can see the definition of the lines, you can see the definition of the arches, and it makes a big difference in these cars. It does. When you start assembling, it makes a huge difference in them. So that's also one of the reasons why we chose to go out and say, let's do a full out strip down, repaint it, assemble the car again. When we assemble it, we can sound it in where we have to sound it and make the car more comfortable, make it more drivable. We're pulling the carpets back out, and we can have that detail, so it'll go for 2 week steam clean basically, right? So it's freshened up, new roof liner, sound deadening where we need. We don't plaster the cars. Like, I don't believe in plastering the cars, and our other cars is testament to sound deadening in the correct places, using the correct sound deadening and not dampening. And you don't have to overkill the car, you don't have to make the car heavier than usual, and it works. So guys, you guys let me know what you think. I had to do this video for you. I had to do this video, but let me know what you guys think. Drop a comment, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Cheers guys.